What's up, guys? John with Dara Holsters. We're going to introduce the D3 to the mats today. So we're over here at Meta Jiu-Jitsu Academy inside Rich's gym, and we've got some subject matter experts here that are going to give this thing a run through the paces. So let's get into it.
I'm Jacob Horton. I'm a police officer, been for about 13 years now. I'm also a purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm Samson. I own a Jiu-Jitsu school. I do Sambo, Judo, wrestling. I've coached everything from high school wrestling and above. Here to test out the new holster and put some grappling to the test here with that. So we just got warmed up. We're getting ready to go into the testing phase of this. My main objective is to get to this gun by all means necessary. The reality of it is most people out there aren't going to know high-leveled martial arts, grappling skills of any kind, but they do know aggression. They're going to rely heavily on their athleticism, and then of course, us having the grappling experience will only add to the notion that this is a well-tested holster.
Yep, my point is going to be obviously keep my gun in a holster, get him to the ground, and control him on the ground.
Harder to get to down. Swat. Got it. That was good. I was able to press that first button, but I couldn't get to the other one. That was much better. Lowering that down, for sure. Good hip control. Yeah, no, I pressed the first, I could feel the first button. And
I heard it.
Yeah.
When I got his hand loose, I swiped it back up.
he did good about pulling it back up.
Which is the exact same thing I would have to do with support lane.
Yeah.
You hear that hard pop down, you have to swipe it back up.
The other thing too though, he doesn't have a hand fight. Most people out there, even if you grew up boxing, hand fighting is a huge part of this. So he felt me going one way, he knew how to hand fight this. I came in through another way, grip control, turning my grips against me, and then regaining grips or recovery. That's
Underhooks.
yeah, that's underhooks. That's another one. Now that plate, it's hard for me to get the proper underhooks I really want to.
Yeah, because I noticed you like trying to like
Yeah.
shake, which would normally work when playing like clothing. But
And if I didn't care about getting cut all the way up, I probably would have shot right through it.
my bad. I think my best ended up like knocking you in the head.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I got a pretty nice good hit. But
I was just trying not to get tossed.
I wanted to see if I could swim.
I don't want that to be on the ground.
Yeah, no, you did great. And I tried to swim. I actually wanted to see if I could access it from the back. So when you were here, I was going to try and do a sit out to where I could come in here and grab it, see if I can get access to it. And you did good about switching your hips around. So I couldn't get to it from a sit out. And that's what happens to a lot of officers. They get complacent. They'll be here, and they're like, oh, I'm down in position. You take a decent wrestler and decide to sit out and reach, or just turn. Now they have access to that gun sight. I didn't care about this entire side at all. I was like, whatever. I'm trying to get to the other side.
Yeah, what you good at doing?
What's up? Now I'm gonna go for an armbar and shit. I'm over here like, I can armbar this, but I gotta go for this gun.
So that's a good hold. You're not seeing that hood go down with that lower.
It went down once, he brought it back up. But I'm telling you,
The second level is
his hand fighting is where it's at. Again, most people are not gonna have no arm bars or chokes and all that shit, which I had to let go of to play just an aggressive guy getting this gun. So he did his hand fighting between the holster and his skill set, I think is why. The holster gives him the upper hand, and then his skill set is what allows him to finish.
Now, what if that went on somebody like me with no idea what that was?
And that's my worry. He was willing to abandon almost everything to make sure that freaking pain didn't come out. And his ability to know how to pull my grip. So hand fighting, basic hand fighting here, you never pull a grip against where it's at. So he knows to pull it forward. I slipped another one through, he pulled it forward. He knew the direction that he needed to push my hand off of this gun to make a grip. You get a light heavyweight like me, let alone an actual heavyweight like him, and they get a hold of your shit like this, you're done. You're not like, they have that gorilla grip and they're done. It's just not. So his ability to know how to pull that grip, if I'm here, he knows not to push into it. He knows reaching up underneath it is to pull out. Yeah, he knows how to grip fight.
Like when you reach like here, to make sure I have my intention and switch.
Yeah, exactly, turning against the fingers. But most people don't. They're gonna try and fight fire with fire.
I'm gonna try it. Trying to get a cop with a mustache and go fire
It's not as bad now.
I'm sorry, brother, I'm sorry.
That's good retention though. The other thing too is you're in shape. Not this college or not.
So we just got done rolling around for a little bit, probably about an hour, hour and a half with this, putting through the works on the mats, and just want to give you guys a little bit of feedback on what we see with the holster. So from a law enforcement perspective, I think it's really important for us to go in with the mindset of retention first, and that our job and objective is to get Sam, that was playing the suspect in this role, down on the ground and in handcuffs. But always remember that like retention comes first. So as soon as I see hands go to the gun or hands start going towards the gun, I've got to retain that weapon, start hand fighting and stuff like that. I think I win the first like roll with the wrong mindset, and then after that I had fairly good results with being able to keep the gun inside the holster.
We're still working on the design of this thing, so this is part of our process. It's making sure that all of our buttons are in the right place, everything's situated correctly. So you know, we learned a lot today. We've got some things to work on, but super impressed with where we are at this point in time. So Sam, what do you think, man?
Yeah, so I think weapon retention is a twofold thing. I think it's mechanical design. You got some great engineers here, and then it's the skill set of the individual wielding it. You know, Mr. Horton's talked about this a plethora of times. You can't outbuy your skill set, so it definitely pays to train, to know what you're doing. The ingenuity of what these guys are putting out affords you additional time so that you can put your skill sets to the test. So I think it was with some tweaking towards the end. I think it worked out really well. John got involved and was able to maintain some rep retention as well. So I think the product speaks for itself.
Cool. Well, appreciate you guys' time.
Yes,
Enjoyed it. We'll come back out here when this thing's done and finalized, and we'll give it hell again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks.